Sandra Wortham is a Chicago resident who lost her brother, a Chicago police officer, Thomas Wortham, to gun violence in 2010, and she is joining us live tonight. Sandra, we appreciate you taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Once again, you and I are talking after a devastating and deadly weekend in Chicago. You heard that woman there out in the community saying the answer is intervention. It's not jail. Your family went through this. You were directly impacted, forever changed when you lost your brother. How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't know that we can say that jail is not a part of the answer. I have no problem with the idea of intervention, of programs to help not create more shooters, not create more killers. But the reality is we on our streets, as we have seen from the numbers time and time again, have shooters and we have killers on our street. And the unfortunate reality that I think a lot of people don't want to acknowledge is those are not people who are going to take advantage of the programs and the intervention. So for people who show us that they're not willing to take advantage of those things, we have to use the resources that we have to incapacitate them, to prevent them from shooting someone else, from killing someone else. And the resources that we have to do that are jails and prisons. And I understand that we don't want to, people say we can't arrest our way out of this. We can't jail our way out of this. We're going to have to arrest and jail our way out of some of it, or we're going to continue to see numbers like we saw this weekend.
I'd love to get your thoughts and what you make of the plea we heard today from CPD Superintendent David O'Brien. He called on people in the community to protect their children from people in their own family who they know are on the wrong side of the law. He was basically alluding to the fact that there is a culture of silence and family members allowing those that they know have committed crimes or could commit violent crimes around children.
Oh, I think it was spot on of the superintendent to say that. I think, quite frankly, it was brave of the superintendent because we've seen people in the past, specifically in our city, try and have this conversation with communities, and they're often accused of victim blaming, of every kind of ism you can come up with. But the reality is we are seeing disproportionate numbers of African American children, men in our city being shot and killed. That's the fact. So if we love Black people, and we say we're doing all these criminal justice reforms to protect Black people, then we have to protect all Black people. And we can't condone behavior that puts our communities at risk, specifically our children. I mean, my God, a 4-year-old shot through a window.
The other layer of this. The other layer of this, Sandra, he also had a message for the offenders. He said those carrying out these crimes, leave the kids out of it. I wonder, though, if that type of message falls on deaf ears.
Maybe this is naive of me. I suspect no even hardened criminal leaves the house with his or her child, expecting for his or her child to be a victim of his or her behavior. But the problem is you can't impute a sense of morality on people who have shown us that they don't have any. So if you're out here shooting and killing adults, you ought to assume that anyone around you could fall victim to that crime, right? And so I understand what the soup's saying. He's essentially saying, listen, you're going to make choices as an adult. Don't make your children pay for those choices.
Do more officers on the street solve this, or is it a Band-Aid?
Oh, well, let me tell you, absolutely. And I can tell you that we need more officers in Chicago. And, that's a whole concurrent conversation that we're having. But people can say they want to divert funds and they want to do all this stuff. But the reality is people in Chicago are calling for help. The calls for service prove that. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. And so we can have intervention, but we also need officers to respond when people are being victimized. And that's what's happening in our communities. And we need officers to be able to respond to it and have the numbers to do so. If I could just say, it doesn't mean we don't put efforts into the intervention, into the addressing of the root causes of violence. But we can't do that at the expense of protecting our communities, because what's going to happen is we're going to focus so much on intervention, that we will have people fleeing our communities. And then who are we fighting for? What are we fighting for? if everyone leaves.
I hear the frustration in your voice, Sandra. Once again, we're back here talking about the same thing time and time again, and you're advocating for change for your community and also for your brother who lost his life to senseless violence 10 years ago. As always, we appreciate you coming on and chatting with us, and let's keep talking because this isn't going away.
Happy to do it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Sandra.